Good Friday morning, everybody. This is Stephen Ray, and we currently have a brand new tornado warning for the county up there that includes the Belmont community, Golden, Mississippi, and Dennis, Mississippi until 10 a.m. Now, this, of course, is for the counties of Prentiss, Itawamba, and Tishomingo counties until 10 o'clock. Also, we've got a report of a funnel cloud that was reported by the public near Renzi in Alcorn County. So we've got a tornado warning now until 10 o'clock for Itawamba, Prentiss, and Tishomingo counties. And that is the storm that is northeast of Tupelo. And for the people watching in Alabama, we got severe thunderstorm warnings for Colbert and Lauderdale, as well as for Marion and Lamar counties as well. So there is a lot of things that are ongoing right now. We got a tornado warning, like I said, for Itawamba, Prentiss, and Tishomingo counties until 10 o'clock. And this does include the areas of Belmont, Mississippi, Golden, and Dennis. And we've got a report of a funnel cloud that is reported over Ramsey, Mississippi right now. So let's go on ahead in here and take a look at everything. And as you can see, there's your polygon warning. Now, Fulton is not in the tornado warning. It is going to be for the areas of Belmont and, of course, along the 25 corridor and the 4 corridor up here in Itawamba, Prentiss, and Tishomingo counties. So this is a long line of storms that has progressed all the way through Mississippi, and now the actual portion of the tornado is going to be sitting up here near the New Bethel, Golden, and Belmont community. And in about 15, I would say probably about 5 minutes from now, this thing will be over into the state of Alabama. And basically, your severe weather threat is over if you were in Starkville, Tupelo, Jackson. I mean, this is it. I mean, this is the last push of the severe weather for the day. And your possible tornado is going to be sitting really close up here to the Belmont community. And it's also going to be a lot of heavy wind that is about to push through the area down here of Amory, Mississippi, and of course the state line. And then, of course, it is going to push over into the state of Alabama. So in about 5 to 10 minutes, I can give you guys the all clear for the state of Mississippi. But once again, the tornado warning continues for 19 more minutes. That does include the area of Belmont, Mississippi. And we're getting reports of an 18-wheeler that was overturned by the storms as it went through the Tupelo, Mississippi area. And Tupelo, Mississippi is currently out of any danger of severe weather right now, which is good. So once again, we got a tornado warning that continues now for just a few more minutes for New Bethel, Golden, and Belmont along the 25 corridor. And so this is going to be, like I said, out of Mississippi within about 5 to 10 minutes. And then the severe weather threat will be over for the state of Mississippi. And let me also show you that there is your line of storms that is creeping up. Okay, Weather Service in Memphis has canceled the tornado warning now for Itawamba, Prentiss, and Tishomingo, effective immediately because it has pushed into the state of Alabama. So the rest of your line is going to be pushing now through the area of Aberdeen and Amory and just off to the east, and especially near the area of the Columbus Air Force Base. And then it's going to be pushing down the 82 corridor, going towards the Columbus, Mississippi area. Macon, Mississippi, you are up next as well. And then, of course, down here just off to the east of Philadelphia. This is a broken line of storms, and basically anybody within the area of Columbus down to Meridian needs to watch this for the rest of the next 30 minutes or so. But the good news is for this activity that is down here near the 2059 corridor, I'm not seeing any signs of rotation with that. So with that being said, the tornado warning has been allowed to expire, but there are the reports from the Tupelo area. And like I said, the Tupelo area, we were getting reports earlier of an overturned 18-wheeler. We've also got damage reports coming out of Needleton, Mississippi, which is in Lee County. A roof was partially blown off of an apartment building in Needleton, which is in Lee County. 18-wheeler overturned on Highway 45 and Interstate 22. And that was as of 9:07 this morning. So these storms are definitely packing a punch. But the good news is the tornadic part is now officially into the state of Alabama. But I'm going to hold it here for another minute or two because this is coming into the area of Columbus. And winds were gusting in Starkville close to 50 miles per hour when this line of storms moved through. So it's going to be very gusty coming in here towards the Columbus, Mississippi area, and especially if you were near the Rolling Fork Estates or Green Acres. That is the area of concern. Also, at the junction there where 45 intersects with Highway 82. It is about to get really breezy at your location right now. And for the rest of people in Mississippi, that is pretty much going to be it. We have no more active tornado warnings. So at this time, I'm going to sign off in the state of Mississippi because the tornado warning, like I said, for Itawamba, Prentiss, and Tishomingo counties has been allowed to expire because that has been pushed over into the state of Alabama, which is good news. And I don't think I see anything else that would indicate that we're going to have anything else for the remainder of the morning or in the afternoon as well. So, guys, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And for the people in Alabama, I'm going to stay on here just for a little bit to give you an update on what's going on over across the state line in Alabama. Let's see. All right, guys, for those of you that are watching in the state of Alabama, we've currently got severe thunderstorm warnings with a tornado possible on the tag that includes the areas of Colbert, Franklin, Lauderdale, and Lawrence counties, Alabama, until 10:30. And this is for damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. And a tornado is possible within this line of storms as it pushes through the northwestern portions of Alabama. And also, let me. Okay, so we've also got a severe thunderstorm warning that includes Fayette, Lamar, and Marion counties until 10:45. Now, the southernmost warning that you see that includes the I-22 corridor, that one is for Fayette, Lamar, and Marion until 10:45 with damaging winds in excess of 60. The one to the north over Colbert, Franklin, Lauderdale, and Lawrence County is until 10:30, and that's for damaging winds in excess of 60, and a tornado is possible as well. So let's go on ahead in here and look at this as we've got a line of storms that is basically lined up from the Alabama-Tennessee border all the way down to the Columbus, Mississippi metro area, and anywhere in here it could produce a small spin up tornado, or it could produce winds in excess of 60 to 70 miles per hour, anywhere from Hamilton and Haleyville all the way up to Phil Campbell, Russellville, Florence, Killen, and any places in and around those areas. And so, like I said, the severe thunderstorm warning, the northern one goes until 10:45. I'm sorry, the northern one goes until 10:30. The southern one goes until 10:45. And as you can see, there is a bowing line of wind that is about to push down the 72 corridor that runs from Cherokee over to Muscle Shoals and to Tuscumbia as well. And so these storms are packing quite a punch as they push towards the Cherokee, Alabama area right now. And then you've got another segment that is coming through Red Bay, coming over the 24 corridor and going between Red Bay and Russellville right now. And Phil Campbell is officially in the severe thunderstorm warning. And then, of course, on down the line, you've got an area of wind that is pushing out of the Tremont, Mississippi area down the 22 corridor coming towards Hamilton and Hackleburg right now. And then, of course, down here, closer to northern Lamar County, you've got an area coming from the Columbus, Mississippi radar site coming towards the Detroit and Sulligent area, and then across the area of Ewan and Winfield as well. And these storms are really packing quite a punch. Okay, Weather Service in Birmingham just tweeted out this. Storms are now crossing the state line into Marion and Lamar counties. 60-mile-per-hour winds are likely along the I-22 corridor, including Hamilton and southward to Sulligent along the US 278 corridor, and Vernon further south. Take shelter now. So we want to treat these like a severe thunderstorm warning for the next few minutes, because these storms are really, really packing quite a punch. And we've had a lot of wind damage that was produced earlier over in Tupelo, Mississippi with these storms. We have a bunch of wind damage that is coming in from the Tupelo, Mississippi area, and also the Needleton, Mississippi area as well. So as you can see, there is your line of wind that is coming through the areas of Russellville and about to push up on Hamilton. And then, of course, you've got this other area that is coming towards the area of Cherokee right now, moving towards the Florence, Alabama area within a matter of minutes. And of course, this is the live conditions at the EMA tower there in Tuscumbia. And as you can see, the clouds are screaming off in a very, very fast clip. And then, of course, you've also got the area right there in Stewartsville. Then, of course, we've got this camera that we were looking at the other night there at the Florence Marina. And so this area is going to be having a lot of wind come through it very, very soon. And then, of course, we've got this camera that is down here in Phil Campbell. And as you can see, the wind is violently shaking that camera in downtown Phil Campbell as we are looking back off to the west towards where these storms are coming in towards. So I do want you guys to be in your safe place right now. If you are underneath the severe thunderstorm warning that includes Colbert, Franklin, Lauderdale, and Lawrence counties until 10:30. And then, of course, a little bit further off to the south, we've got a severe thunderstorm warning that includes Fayette and Lamar, Marion counties until 10:45. Yes, we desperately need to get to cover because these storms are packing quite the punch, and especially the ones that are outside of the severe thunderstorms. These winds at my house or my home is quite screaming outside right now. And as you can see there, the camera is really shaking there in Phil Campbell from the non-thunderstorm gradient winds. So let me turn this off and show you the skinny nature of this line of storms. All right, so you've got this bowing segment that is coming through in between Waterloo and Cloverdale in Lauderdale County. You then got a part of the area near Cherokee, and then it bows back out and bows back off to the west of Russellville, and then you've got this little bitty notch area south of Red Bay. And I really do not like the fact that that area is bowing out. Well, not bowing out, but it's got a notch in it. We're going to have to watch this area right here in between Red Bay and Russellville for the potential of a quick spin up tornado. And then, of course, you've got this other area of extreme wind that is about to push through the Hamilton area. And let's see. Okay, so the Weather Service in Jackson is issuing a severe thunderstorm warning for Noxubee County in Mississippi. And I'm guessing that it is going to be for this batch of storms that is coming through Columbus, Mississippi right now. So we are getting reports of more severe thunderstorms back off to the west, and we'll have to watch this for the areas of Pickens County and also Tuscaloosa County as well, as that is a very thick line of wind that is coming through the area right now. And we will see in just a matter of moments where the new warning is coming up for. It is going to be for Noxubee County in Mississippi. But once again, this is going to be and these storms are basically coming towards the area of Tuscumbia and Phil Campbell right now. Florence as well. Basically, if you were anywhere near Cherokee all the way down to Florence and Muscle Shoals, Killen, the area of Wilson Lake and Town Creek, you need to go ahead and be in your safe place right now. Also towards the area of Russellville, in between Russellville and Red Bay. Nobody should be driving along that corridor as well. And then, of course, you've got extreme winds are about to push into the Hamilton area. And then this Boeing segment down here that is about to push into the Sulligent area is really, really catching my eye. So that very well could be another potential hotspot that we have to watch moving towards the area of UN and Winfield here within about 15 minutes or so. And there, of course, is the warning that is for that Mississippi talked about. And that one will probably, more than likely, produce a severe thunderstorm warning for Aliceville, Reform, and Gordo for Pickens County here down the line in just a little bit. But these storms are, like I said, they are coming through the area right now of northwest Alabama, and Fayette, Winfield, and just west of Haleyville are underneath a severe thunderstorm warning right now. And I did want to also, let me see. Okay, so I did want to read off a couple of reports back off to the west to show you these storms mean business. 2 miles east of Tupelo, Mississippi, numerous trees down. Needleton, Mississippi, which is around the Tupelo area, a roof was partially blown off of an apartment building in Needleton, and 3 miles northeast of Tupelo, an 18-wheeler was overturned on Highway 45 and Interstate 22. Those are just the latest weather reports that we are getting in within the last 30 minutes for these storms that are over here across the northern areas of Alabama, as we did have, like I said, those storms that are over here close to the Red Bay area. Okay. Okay. We're just now getting reports of over in Mississippi. We are getting reports of 2 injuries. A tree fell on a house in Mooreville. A couple of occupants were injured, but were able to evacuate the premises. All right, so we're continuing to get damage reports from Mississippi with these line of storms that are pushing through the areas of Russellville and Red Bay along the 24 corridor. So these are going to be the culprit that were producing the severe thunderstorms and damage back around the Tupelo area. Is going to be this batch of wind right here that produced the most damage over here around the Tupelo area. And these are moving off at a very fast clip in that direction. So we're getting multiple reports of damage that is coming in over around the areas of Tupelo, Mississippi. Now, Birmingham is continuing the severe thunderstorm warning for Fayette, Lamar, and Marion until 10:45. And Huntsville is doing the same for Colbert, Franklin, Lauderdale, and Lawrence. Okay. So, once again, we are watching the area just off into the Hamilton, Alabama area right now for the potential and the winds are really picking up across West Alabama as well. As you can hear the wind, howling right now. Okay. So no updates of damage anywhere in Alabama, so that is good. No reports of any damage coming into the Alabama area, which is good. We do have a lot of that damage that is over there in the area of Tupelo, Mississippi. Ooh. All right. That's okay. Your screen is going to go dark for a second. We are looking at live conditions. Full screen, full screen, full screen. This is a live look at Hamilton right now as this violent windstorm is coming through the area right now of Hamilton, Alabama. This is right in the heart of downtown Hamilton. And as you can see, rain is being violently moved there. And this is on the area of 117 and 74. Let's go a little bit further off to the south and look at this camera. And as you can see, rain is violently being blown there as these storms move through West Alabama. People are driving out in this. This is not a good time to be driving right there. If you are in the areas of Hamilton, Alabama right now, that is quite the windstorm that is coming through downtown Hamilton right now. And anybody that is driving a trailer like that, that is not a good thing because the winds very well could be there's some debris that has been being blown there by the wind. And so this is not a good look right now up there in the area of Hamilton right now. This is going to be winds probably 40 to 60, anywhere in that range. That is coming through the areas of 171 Alabama right now. So that is the area that is experiencing the very nasty wind that is coming through the areas right now. I do need to also mention that the Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning off to the south for the areas of Pickens County right now for damaging winds, and that is going to be that batch that is over the Columbus, Mississippi area. So let's go back to the camera of downtown at the 278 corridor. And so it has passed that area, but as you can see, the awning right there has been blown off and is dangling right there off of that building that looks to be an appliance building. You can see some of the shrapnel has been blown off right there. I'm not seeing any other signs of damage, which is good, but that was very violent that came through the areas of Hamilton right now. And so, like I said, there you can see a little bit of the siding has been blown off of that auto parts store. I think that says auto parts up there in Hamilton. And this is at, like I said, with that line of storms that just pushed through that area. And now it is moving down the 278 corridor, moving towards the Natural Bridge area as well. And now I do not have any control of this camera. That is not me moving. This is Aldot that is moving the camera, and this is going to be a little bit south of downtown. And as you can see over there in the distance, trees are being blown as this violent storm comes through the Hamilton, Alabama area. It does look like that things are calming down up there in Hamilton right now. So that is a good thing. Let me also see if there are any other cameras. We can probably look at what is going on in the... Okay, so this is up in North Alabama, about to push into the Florence, Alabama area. And the reason that I'm showing you guys this is what these conditions are like as these storms push over your area. And let's see if we have any other... Okay, it is raining at that place right there. Okay. Nothing too violent coming through the areas of Florence right now, so that is good. It is raining at that location, but I don't see anything violent right there like we just saw down there in Hamilton. So let's go a little bit further off to the south. And the camera in Sulligent was not working properly. Let's see if we have any confirmed damage. And the good news is in Sulligent, I'm not seeing any reports or anything that would look like it is damaged right there in Sulligent at the Dollar General. So that is good news. Let me continue to go down. And next up for the heavy wind is going to be Fayette with a good camera view. So we will go back to the radar. And your screen is going to go dark for a second. We will go back to the radar. Okay. Okay, trees and power lines are down throughout Sulligent, also on Highway 278. So we have reports of damage coming out of Sulligent, and that is with that line of storms that was just south of Hamilton. From Huntsville, we have no reports of any damage up in that area. Okay, in Aberdeen, Mississippi, we are getting reports of a hangar door blown off at the Monroe County Airport. Additionally, a power pole was broken as well. So we are getting numerous reports of wind damage that is coming through this area of Alabama right now. Okay. Weather Service is continuing the severe thunderstorm warning for Fayette, Lamar, and Marion until 10:45 for damaging winds in excess of 60. And that is going to be for that storm that is pushing out of Sulligent right now. Now, there, of course, is the warning for Pickens County for winds in excess of 60. So there is your damage report from Sulligent, Alabama, and Lamar County. Trees and power lines down all throughout the Sulligent, also on the 278 corridor. So we will go back to those cameras here in just a minute. I don't think we have any cameras in Winfield. So we will have to wait until it gets to Fayette and Gordo before we can go back to the traffic cameras and see what it is doing. All right, so let's look at the line itself, and it is really packing quite a punch across Pickens County and across Lamar and Marion counties as well. We are getting reports now of Weston, the Weston community in Marion County. Reports coming in of trees down all along the line of storms in Marion County west of Hamilton. And so we saw that on the camera there. And so now that line of storms is about to push into Haleyville, coming up on the area of the US 278 corridor, Ewan, Winfield, and then getting down here towards the 43 corridor that runs basically from Winfield down to Fayette and Belk. Also, Millport, Kennedy, and Belk. You need to be in your safe place right now. This is the lowest floor of your home, near the center and away from windows. Okay, 4 minutes ago up north, we got a wind gust to 53 miles per hour in Muscle Shoals. All right, so let's go back up here to the north and look and see what is happening in Tuscumbia right now. And you can't really tell much on that camera. This is what it's doing at the Florence Harbor right now. All right, I want to see this camera. I want to watch this camera and Phil Campbell as this line comes on through the area, because it is shaking violently up there. And that line of storms will be pushing through Phil Campbell within a matter of seconds, as it is. The line of wind is about to cross the 43 corridor right now, where 43 intersects 24. So let me stop this. Should be coming over this camera in a matter of minutes. Oh, you saw that lightning there, didn't you? That was pretty insane. That was pretty insane, that lightning that came through right there. Let me pull this up full screen. All right, we're getting some data issues as the storms move into North Alabama. That's probably what we saw. The lightning strike was a power thing there. All right, so we have lost the camera in Phil Campbell right as the line of wind came through. So that is not good. Let me see if we have any other cameras in that area. We've got a couple cameras in Haleyville, but that is not Phil Campbell. All right. So we have lost the camera in Phil Campbell. And like I said, I really do want to thank y'all for watching this. And let's see if we get the camera back. Winds are gusting to 28 miles per hour, sustained at 27 as the line comes through that area. Hackleburg. Okay. It has passed your area if you were in Hackleburg. It is crossing over the Bear Creek area right now. Okay, there we got the camera back. And you can see that it is shaking violently right now. Well, not violently, but it is shaking. Let me go down and look at the wind. 19 gusting to 27. That's great. That's good. We're getting a lot of power outages up there in that area because of the extreme wind that is coming through that area of Lamar, Marion, Colbert, Lauderdale, and Franklin counties up there. So apparently we have lost that. So let's see. I have to watch that area right there south of Fayette. Let me come over here to velocity. And anywhere along this line of storms, you could see winds in excess of 60 miles per hour. All right, the last report we got was 19 gusting to 27 up there. All right, so we've lost that camera. It has passed the Florence Harbor, which is good. It has passed Tuscumbia, it looks like. And next up would be the Hatton community. But apparently, oh, we just had it and I closed it. Look at that. Winds are gusting to 44 miles per hour outside of thunderstorms in Hatton, Alabama. And that was a recent thing. There, of course, is the data that is coming in and out because of the extreme winds up there in North Alabama. We've got winds of 23 gusting to 44, and these are ahead of the main line. Let's look at the winds in Tuscumbia. Okay, we don't have. Let's look at the marina. What's this one? We had a sustained wind gust to 32 miles per hour at 10:21. And that was just when the line of storms came through. Let's see. Okay. So Florence has been cleared from the severe thunderstorm warning, which is really, really good. The next line of storms is coming up on Winfield, Haleyville, and Fayette. I really wish we had a camera in Winfield, but I don't think we do. Or maybe we do, I don't know. We do not have a camera in Winfield. Dadgummit. So we're going to have to wait until this gets over Haleyville, which it will be over Haleyville in a matter of moments. Okay, it is about to pop up. It is about to get right on Haleyville and Bear Creek. So it is about to be really close coming into Haleyville right now. All right, so I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch over off the radar and go back and we're going to watch this line of wind come into Haleyville right now, as this camera is sitting at Alabama 13 and 11th Avenue. I think we better do this one in downtown. All right, so there, of course, is the Piggly Wiggly in downtown Haleyville. And the line of storms is just about to push into this area from the west. Everything is pretty calm there now, generally speaking. But they are underneath a severe thunderstorm warning. And it's going to be pushing through that area within a matter of moments. Let's see. The line of wind is right now on the county line in between Bear Creek and Haleyville right now, along the 278. So I will go back to that camera. Just a second. I think we better go to this one for now. And we will switch back and forth between the two. Because I really want to get what's going on in Haleyville as these storms come through. And it's coming up on them, and I think, yep, there she is right there. All right, so the line of wind is coming through this area right now. Downtown Haleyville, or just north of the city of Haleyville. And winds in this area are really blowing. I'm going to go to the one to the south. Okay, I guess we'll have to go to this one. Well, okay, so the ones to the south and downtown are not working. So we're going to have to stay on this one for right now. Could be some hail falling right there in Haleyville as well. Bouncing off the camera there are very, very heavy drops of rain. But that does kind of look like a little bit of hail right there in Haleyville. Okay, let's see. Okay, so apparently the two to the south in downtown Haleyville. Okay. Well, that stinks. Okay, so the part of the line is coming through that area right now. The most intense part is coming through that area right now. And as you can see, conditions are getting very, very bad just north of Haleyville, traveling towards the Bear Creek area. And this is what you can expect all across the line. All right, I'm going. All right. The line of storms is about to push into Fayette County and Fayette, Alabama. They are sitting right now in between Belk and Fayette. And we'll keep it on this camera right here. To see what the conditions look like up there in Fayette as this line of storms moves through this area up here in northwest Alabama. And I'm going to go a little bit to the north and see what it looks like up 171. So you can expect conditions in this area to greatly diminish rapidly as the line comes through Fayette here within a matter of minutes, and probably even a matter of seconds. And this is going to be at the US 43 and 96. So this is going to be just north of the city of Fayette. And that line of storms is pushing through that area right now. And then we'll go down the line after it passes here and watch it come through the Gordo, Alabama area. Let me refresh this. I hope you guys are enjoying watching the conditions of what it's doing as this line of storms pushes through Alabama this morning. We watched it come through Hamilton earlier. We watched it come through the area of Haleyville, and now we're about to watch it come through Fayette, and then we're going to move down the line and watch it come through Gordo as soon as it crosses out of Fayette. And we're getting some data issues at this one, unfortunately. So let's go to the north. And as you can see, here comes the rain. You can see it coming at you, coming down this road. It is quite white and gray down there where those cars are coming from. And it is about to engulf the camera in violent weather. And this is on the northern side of Fayette right now. And we're going to be in that gray area up there within a matter of minutes in this camera. And in like 20 seconds, I'm going to have to So I'm going to go ahead and join the live stream again. Winds are really picking up at this location. The most significant part of this is going to be just north of Fayette, though. Let's go back to the south and look at that one in downtown. Well, they've taken the downtown one off. So they've lost data and power in downtown Fayette. So this is the only one that is available right now in Fayette. And that one doesn't look as intense as it did to the north. Okay, we're getting reports of widespread wind damage across Franklin County, Alabama. All right, so that's going to be to the north. Okay, so it looks like the most violent weather has passed out of Fayette now. So this is looking at downtown Hamilton, and I'm looking to see if there are any other reports of damage up there in that area other than the siding that's come off that building there. No, I don't see any other damage up there in Hamilton. Now let's go to Haleyville and see if there's any damage that we can see. I don't see any damage at this location in Haleyville that I can see from this vantage point, which is good. Okay, let's continue to look back behind the line at any of the other cameras. We've got one to the south of Hamilton. Let's look at this one. I do not see any damage at this one either. I'm looking at the trees. Okay, so this part of Hamilton is good. Are you kidding me? The sun has officially come back out in Florence. Wow. So that's how quickly the sun is coming out back behind these storms. Soligent, let's see. Nope, don't see any damage there in Soligent at this vantage point, which is good. Sun is already back out up there in Soligent. No damage that I can see in Vernon. Sun is already back out up there. So now let's go down the line and watch this thing come through Gordo. Just keep moving down the line. There you can see off to the west, dark clouds. So it's about to come through Gordo momentarily. And I'm telling you, it is not as intense as it once was. The line of storms coming through this area. All right, so let me just want to make sure y'all can still see everything that was ongoing. And I hope you guys are enjoying this as we take a tour of Alabama as these storms move through. It's coming into Gordo, and then all right, so the line of wind to the south is about to come through Gordo. Ooh. All right, that is wind out ahead. I mean, just ahead of the line of storms, and that was pretty interesting there. That was on the leading edge of the line of storms as it is coming down 82 right now in between Reform and Gordo. And the Weather Service does have a severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect for Gordo, Alabama right now. And let me see. The line of wind is about to cross the areas of 8th Street Northwest, coming into Gordo in a matter of seconds. So I would say within about the next 3 minutes, this line will be on top of this camera, and we will see what it's going to do in Pickens County. But I can guarantee you that the most significant part of this is going to be a little bit north of this camera. But still, they're probably going to get a pretty good wind through here. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for Tuscaloosa now. All right, so there is probably the leading edge of the wind coming through Gordo right now. It would have to kick me off, right? One person has been injured in Franklin County. So we've got that report coming in. Um, back out. We got a brand new severe thunderstorm warning coming for Tuscaloosa. For winds in excess of 60. All right, so this is going to be in Gordo. But I don't think they are going to see much. I mean, the wind's rocking pretty good right there. But the line is pretty ragged down to the south. Okay, I'm going to give this a couple more minutes. And then we're going back to the north and watch it come through Jasper, because I think that one is going to be the best area to watch this come through. If we're going to see anything. Yeah, Jasper's got 3 cameras. Okay. So this is what it's doing on the southern end. And it's about to push through Carbon Hill within a matter of minutes. Yeah, I'm going off of that. When this cycles through, I'm I'm going back to the north because I don't think they're going to see much in Gordo. All right, so this is what it's doing in Jasper at the moment. And Jasper, in a matter of moments, is going to be blasted. All right, so while we are awaiting it to get into Jasper, I want to stop sharing the screen. All right, so here's what we've got going on. Let me reassess the situation for you guys. We've got a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings that include the Tennessee Valley up here of Decatur, Athens. We've also got severe thunderstorm warnings that include the Trinity area and Rogersville. Then, of course, down here towards the Moulton area and Priceville. Then around the Bankhead National Forest, just off to the west of Coleman, coming through Carbon Hill and Jasper. We're going to go back to the cameras here in just a minute, and then stretching down the line into northwestern Tuscaloosa County and then into Pickens County as well. And then that is pretty much going to be it for the severe weather. Now there is a tornado warning up on the Tennessee-Kentucky border, but that is well north of us right now, and that is going to be over the area of Clarksville, Mississippi. Clarksville, Mississippi. Clarksville, Tennessee. So there is your line of storms. Like I said, that's lined up basically from west of Athens and west of Decatur all the way down towards the area of Carbon Hill, the Bankhead National Forest, west of Jasper, and then coming down through the areas of Berry, Oakman, and then next up would be the Moores Bridge and Samantha areas. Also, it just passed through Gordo, and then, of course, you've got this area down here that is basically east of Aliceville all the way up to the Tuscaloosa County line, and this is moving in the direction, I can put this into motion for you, and it is slowly but surely moving off towards the east and towards the northeast as well. And so the back edge of the severe weather is coming through the areas right here, back up here where my cursor is. You guys are no longer underneath any kind of watch or warning, and you guys are through with severe weather. So that is okay for Coleman. They are going winds in excess of 70. And that does include the areas of Smith Lake. So from Double Springs over to Addison to Arley, they are looking at winds in excess of 70 miles per hour coming in here into western Coleman County. This does not include Coleman yet. But I do want to go back over to the cameras. Unless that's a tornado warning. So let me see what that was. Nope, severe thunderstorm warning, severe thunderstorm warning. Severe thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm. Damage threat considerable for Coleman, Lauderdale, Lawrence, and Limestone and Morgan counties with winds in excess of 70. Okay. So, guys, are you guys enjoying going back and watching the camera views, or do you want me to stay on the radar? Because I'll do either. I don't mind. The next one, camera view, would be Jasper. And that would be for that segment that is coming out of Carbon Hill moving into Jasper. And that would be the strongest part on the board right now. All right, let me see. Okay, Fultondale, which is in Jefferson County, non-thunderstorm wind damage of a large tree blocking Walker Chapel Road in Fultondale due to gradient winds outside of thunderstorms in Jefferson County. So these storms are really packing a punch. Okay, so let's continue to go down the line while we await this thing to get into Jasper or get closer to Jasper, because it's kind of boring to watch it until it gets there. We got severe thunderstorm warnings lined up all the way from Decatur and the Tennessee border all the way down to the Tuscaloosa metro area for winds in excess of 60. With the narrow band of line that is coming through Coker and Elrod. And then we've got an area of wind that is coming up the 2059 corridor, moving into southwestern Tuscaloosa County as well. Let me go to reflectivity and show you. We've got a batch of storms that are along the main line of storms, and then we've got another batch that is developing down here in Greene County, Greensboro, Utah, and the Moundville area. All right, let me see what that was. Okay, let me tell you. All right, for those of you watching in the Huntsville or North Alabama area, Colbert, Franklin, and Lauderdale counties, your severe weather threat is over because they have canceled the tornado watch. So once again, tornado watch is canceled for Colbert, Franklin, and Lauderdale. So that is great news that they are canceling all of the watches to the north. All right, so all right, so I'm going to go back to the camera. We're going to look as this thing comes into Jasper. Those are very wicked clouds back off to the west and to the north. This is in between Carbon Hill and Jasper, near the Saragusa, I hope I'm saying that correctly, area. And this camera is looking back off towards the northwest. And this is coming really close to where I-22 crosses 69 and 5. So the winds will be coming up on that area here within a matter of moments. It is in this area right here. And it's going to hit this area, but this camera is very jerky right now. And I'm not sure why. That's almost hard to watch, isn't it? Yeah, I'm going to... Okay, that's a better view of the sky. So this is coming up on Jasper right now. And at times it's very smooth and at times it's very jumpy, and I apologize for that. It's got to be data issues from all the wind. Lamar and Marion counties have been dropped from the tornado watch. So Lamar and Marion counties are being dropped. So counties behind the line are being dropped from the tornado watch. All right, let's go back. Sorry about that. All right. Okay, so this is going to be up there where the Walgreens is in Jasper. And you can see that this is going to be the area that it gets to first. And then it's going to move on down the line. This is a pretty significant looking line of wind that is very close to the 5 corridor. So it'll be coming over this area within a matter of moments. Let's... All right, so once again, this is along the 22 corridor in Jasper, where I-22 intersects 5 and 69. And so it's going to be coming through this area within a matter of moments. Okay, so all right, let's go to the other one that's not so junk. All right, so once again, this is up here in Jasper. As the line is bearing down on the city of Jasper right now. And this camera is not as jumpy as the other two. As it is about to push into Jasper within a matter of minutes. All right, so we are awaiting the line of storms to come through the Jasper, Alabama area. And it's pretty much a wait and see situation right now. As it's getting really close to that location. You can see it coming down the road there, coming at you this way. At this point, it's kind of a wait and see situation. Coming in here to Jasper. All right, so we're away. Broken record here. We're awaiting uh, the line of storms to come through. Okay, it has finally gotten it has finally gotten to Jasper now, and we're gonna see what it looks like in Jasper. This is out there on the area of Highway 5. As you can see, the rain is really blowing across the area. There it is. All right, so there it is. There is your line of wind and showers. Oh, whoa! Now that, folks, is nasty. That right there is probably winds in excess of 60. That was very, very violent, that one gust that you saw there. This is going to be there in Jasper, where 5 intersects I-22, and then of course down there where 69 is as well. I do not like the jumpiness of this camera, so we're going to go just a little bit further off to the east and see what it looks like on this camera as that line area is about to move straight down this way as well. But that was very violent that came through the area right there of Jasper, Alabama. And that was a little bit further down there, close towards the area of the Walgreens right there. And we are getting data in and out of that location. But let's go back as it has not reached that area right there. But that gust, that was intense. The wind is still ongoing right here. I would say I hate that this is choppy like this because you can't get a real good look at the conditions because it starts and stops. But once again, there's the Walgreens, and I told you eventually that that would be pushing into the area, and it is still shaking very there. So let's go back to the other camera that is a little bit smoother on Highway 5 North. And let's look and see what it looks like once that part of the line gets down that way. And that part of the line has not made it just there just yet. But that was extremely violent. That first initial line of wind that came through there, back further off towards the west of this location. Okay, so that is probably the only area of concern right now. Is going to be the Jasper area because that is the strongest part of the line of severe storms. Okay, we are getting some data issues from that camera. Okay, so this is further down the line, and they are underneath the gun right now along Highway 5 in Jasper, moving towards the Sipsey area, and that is very, very nasty as well. But you know, the good news is I'm not seeing any damage on any of these cameras, which is good. Now, there are other reports of damage out there, but not at any of these cameras. But this will give you an idea of what it's like when the line comes through your area. And so, let's see. Let's go back. For some reason, that camera's not picking up. Let's look and see what it's doing in Northport right now. Okay, so it's past that. So okay, the line of wind in Tuscaloosa has passed through. Okay, so this area is going to get the wind next. Okay. Mm. All right, so next up for the line of storms in Tuscaloosa County is going to be the Brookwood area. And so we're going to watch and see this thing come through Brookwood as it is up towards the area of the yacht club right now. But I don't think. Okay, this is at Rice Mine Road up there at the new bridge. That right there looks quite interesting. This is on the other side of Jack Warner Parkway. Look at the trees bending like that. The trees are swaying in that breeze as this thing comes through Holt right now. And good news is I'm not seeing anything that would indicate we have any damage coming into this area. Just a lot of heavy rain, heavy wind. And like I said, this is Jack Warner Parkway, where the new bridge is on Rice Mine. And then we will look and see. All right, so this is going to be 2059. Let's go back just a little bit and look and see what it's doing on Sky. Okay, we're going to watch this come at us down Skyland Boulevard. The new Hyundai place is right over there. It is raining down Skyland Boulevard. This is looking west. There is Barclay Pontiac GMC. This is down there at Skyland. And we're going to see how this line is advancing into Tuscaloosa. I had a report earlier of something from Northport, so let me pull that back up. Okay, there's the wind just ahead of the line and ahead of the rain. It is shaking the camera right there at Tuscaloosa Hyundai and Tuscaloosa Tractor. Okay, so that line is coming through that area right now. Let me go back to that. The wind was violently turning the camera there at Tuscaloosa Hyundai. We just had a report of 80-mile-per-hour winds at the Northport Regional Airport. Let's go back to this other one here. All right, so this has moved through Tuscaloosa Hyundai. And this is coming up on the area of Cottondale. So let's go a little bit further back to the west and look and watch this come through Skyland Boulevard and US 11. And there it is as we continue to move down the line. Okay, so let's watch and see what it's going to do at the TA truck stop now as it is coming down Skyland. It was just off to the north of and towards the west of this location, what we were just watching. Let's see. And let's look and see what it's doing for you guys up there in Brookwood right now. All right, let's see Cottondale first. This is along that line there in Cottondale. The winds are pushing towards. Look at that. Look at that, folks. Look at it blowing the wind and the rain. Look at it blowing the rain. Right there in Cottondale, folks. Look at that. Looks like we've lost that camera. Well, if it's there, it should be here as well. You can see the sign of 2059 swaying right there. This is where Bryant High School would be in the TA truck stop, and the Ruby Tuesdays would be right back over here. It is coming through that area right now. And let's go a little bit further off to the north and look at the Brookwood camera in downtown Brookwood. It has not made it to that area right now. All right, let's go here. Okay, so there, of course, is the line coming at you right here. And this is on the interstate a little bit further back. A little bit further back from the TA truck stop. This is going towards Birmingham. let me also that this is going to be at mile marker 81 on 2059. And the line is coming at you this way. And while we are waiting that, I wanted to also check out what it's doing up north of there in Brookwood. So let's go back to Brookwood at the Brookwood High School. All right, so what I'm going to do is see if we have any cameras up in North Alabama, because we've got a severe thunderstorm warning for North Alabama that includes winds of 80 miles per hour. Unfortunately, no cameras in and around Coleman or Aniana. Let me look. We're having a lot of reports of winds in excess of 70 miles per hour that came through Decatur. So this is a pretty significant situation. Now, this is the only camera that we have in East Alabama, and this is going to be sorry about that. So this is going to be the only camera that we have. I cannot believe that there are no cameras up here in Northwest Alabama, Northeast Alabama. All right, let's look. Looks like none of these cameras are working up here in the Decatur area. Must be a lot of wind damage up there in that area. All right, let's look and see what it's doing in downtown Birmingham. All right, let me look at where these storms are in relation to downtown. Oh, they're coming through downtown Birmingham right now. All right, so let's take a look at what it's doing right here. Where is the best area in between? I think it has crossed out of Summiton. So let's see. Okay, so the line of wind is coming through northwestern Jefferson County right now. So let's check in on Brookwood. And apparently it has passed Brookwood. Okay, it's about to cross this area of Abernat and Lakeview right now. This is next in line. Okay, if you are coming up on downtown Birmingham right now, you need to be in your safe place because of a line of storms that is the line of wind is coming through the areas of Adamsville, Maytown, Mulga, Sylvan Springs, and then it is moving also down to Lakeview and Abernat. So Okay, it is getting really close to the Mercedes plant right now. Okay, let's take this bad boy full screen for Mercedes. Somehow I don't think that's current. Yep, sun's out ahead of the main line. Okay, this ought to be a good camera. All right, so it's coming up on Mercedes in a matter of minutes. And we are awaiting the line of storms to reach Mercedes right now, and then we'll go back north and look at it as it comes into downtown Birmingham. But I want... Let's go back. And we've watched this line come all the way through Mississippi, northwest Alabama, and now it is getting into the heart of central Alabama as well. Okay. I don't think it's going to do much there at Mercedes, so let's move back up and look and see what it looks like at the Abernett Lake view right now. Not doing much there. We do not have a camera in Hueytown. Okay, I think this is going to be at Inslee. Okay, so we are going to look at the Inslee camera. And you can see that the storms are moving in from the west, and this is looking southwest back towards Tuscaloosa. The line of wind is coming through Sylvan Springs right now. It's coming through Mulga, Pleasant Grove, and Hueytown. And then next up would be the Fairfield area, the Inslee area, which we are looking at right now. 2059 South at 20th Street in Inslee. And then North Birmingham and downtown Birmingham as well. So I'm trying to show you guys what it looks like ahead of the main line of action. So there, of course, you can see as it is approaching the area there of Pleasant Grove and Fairfield, and then it will get here to Inslee, where we are looking at. And then we'll go back up to where Malfunction Junction is in downtown Birmingham. As this line of storms has been on a rampage for the entire morning, I tell you what, let's go back down the line and look at this. I think it's about to get really nasty at the interchange of 2059 and 459. We won't be able to see anything that high up, though. It is about to come over this location in a matter of moments. And we're just going to continue to go up and down the cameras here as this line is coming into the 2059 corridor where 459 meets 2059. And then we'll go north and check on downtown Birmingham. Okay, that's what it looks like in Inslee right now, as it is very close to that location. I know I keep saying that. I'm sorry, but got a little bit of something right there that looks suspicious right there. I do like this camera because you're looking at the sky. All right, let's go back to the Inslee camera. I tell you what, let's go back down here to McCullough for a minute. It's coming into this area right now, based off of the radar. See if we can get closer to the ground to see what it actually looks like. Can't really tell much right there. Let's go in here closer. That is awful. Awfully pixelated right there. All right, this is a better view, but you can't see anything. Okay, let's go back to Inslee. I think that is the best camera view for this. Okay, so you can see that it is about to get whited out right there. Okay, guys, unfortunately, we've got to get off the cameras and go back to the radar because we've got it on. We got a tornado warning for northeast Alabama. Oh, hey, sorry about that. The Weather Service in Huntsville has issued a tornado warning. All right, so let's go back to the radar. There's your line of storms. But the Weather Service in Huntsville has issued a tornado warning, and this tornado warning is going to be right there for Bridgeport, Stevenson, and places like that. Now, this is a radar indicated tornado. So we've got to go off the cameras until we get this tornado warning out of here. I just noticed it. The possible tornado is possibly going to be right underneath the radar site right there. And let me see. This is for northern Jackson County. Tornado was located near Skyline. A secondary circulation was located just west of High Top. So that is where the radar is right now. Bass, Jericho, Russell Cave National Monument, Long Island, East Still Fork, High Top, and Larkin. So you got an area of rotation right down here, and you've got another one that's up here right over the radar. And so we got multiple tornado warnings across the Tennessee Valley. Now the one up here is both of these are radar indicated. And let me look. I don't think we do. Okay. All right. I am looking to see if we have any cameras up there in that location of northeast Alabama. I don't think we do. Huntsville, Stevenson, Chattanooga, Barefoot, Bridgeport, we do not. Okay. So we are going to have to go with this off of radar data. Okay, so going back to the radar, your possible tornado is going to be that red bright spot right there. So your possible tornado is going to be right over the the Skyline Wildlife Management Area. So that's going to be the area of your possible tornado. Coming over towards the area of Warren Peak and Pleasant Grove, also Bass. Now let's see. If there's any CCs down with this. No, I don't think anything is down with this right now. Oh, man. So once again, we've got a tornado warning up here in the Tennessee Valley for Stevenson and Bridgeport. This is north of Scottsboro, well north of Huntsville. And this is for a possible tornado that is near the high top radar. Right over the high top radar. Just south of Jericho. So we currently have a tornado warning. Okay, the Weather Service in Huntsville is issuing a destructive severe thunderstorm warning for Jackson County, Alabama for winds in excess of 80. And that does include the areas of Bridgeport. So let me show you that. Damaging winds in excess of 80 miles per hour coming through North Alabama right now. The radar measured winds of 70 to 80 miles per hour when it was right over that area. These are tornado-like speeds. These are destructive storms for eastern Franklin, Tennessee, and northern Jackson County. Winds gust of 80 miles per hour. If you were in Bridgeport, Stevenson, Cowan, Skyline, High Top, or Jericho, you need to get to a safe place now. These winds are howling for winds in excess of 80 miles per hour. And they just updated the tornado warning. And both of those are still radar indicated. That is coming across the area of Pleasant Grove, Bass, and Cave Springs, Alabama. I wished to goodness we had a camera up there. We do not. Okay, they have canceled the tornado warning for Jackson County. So they canceled the tornado warning for Jackson County, and they are going to continue Oh, they canceled the southern one. Okay, so they canceled the one. All right, that makes sense. Okay. Okay, so Bridgeport and Stevenson, you guys are no longer under the tornado warning. However, there is one still for Pleasant Grove, Bass, Warren's Peak, Bullhead, and Montague areas up here in northern Jackson County, Alabama. So yeah, that's all we got left. So that skinny line has come on through Birmingham and is coming through Vestavia Hills and Hoover, Aniana. And then there, of course, is tornado warning. That includes northern Jackson County, Alabama.